Welcome to part 2. Alright, so now we're going to go to video 3. So just like before, you're going to set up your page. I'm going to change color just to make it a little bit more obvious that we're in part 2, video 3. Again, just like before, you're looking for a chemical reaction. Question mark, and then use some evidence. Okay, in this video, I can tell you, it's going to be a little bulb. It's going to be this little round bulb thing. And inside of that bulb is going to be pure aluminum powder. So it's a metal. You know aluminum, it's Coke cans and stuff. So it's a pure aluminum powder. And then through the bulb, they're going to be blowing pure oxygen. So you have aluminum with pure oxygen being blown in. Underneath the bulb, there is what's called a Bunsen burner. The Bunsen burner adds heat. Please realize that the Bunsen burner is not actually touching the aluminum. The fire is not touching the aluminum. It's only heating the aluminum. So watch this video. During the video, ask yourself the question, is this a chemical reaction? Yes or no? And what evidence do you have?
A sample of pure aluminium powder is placed in the flask, which has a small exhaust hole in it. Oxygen is passed through the flask, and the aluminium powder is warmed with a Bunsen flame to initiate the reaction. The aluminium powder ignites, and the reaction is highly exothermic. The heat generated by the reaction melts the glass flask. Aluminium burns with a bright white flame similar to that of magnesium. Aluminium foil or wire will not burn as easily. The large surface area of the powder encourages it to oxidize more rapidly.
Alright, was that one easy? Is it maybe getting a little bit easier to think about? So let's go through this. Did you see a chemical reaction? I think again that was pretty clear that yeah, I think there was a chemical reaction. What's my evidence? Same question as always. But what did you see in this video? Did you see bubbles? Did you see light being produced? Did you see a temperature change? Did you hear a sound? Ask yourself those questions. Did you see fire? Yeah, you saw fire. Fire is not one of our choices, but fire makes two things. Fire makes light, and fire gets warmer. It gets hot. So you have two right there. So light produced, and temperature change. Can you say anything else? Do you have any other ideas? There's one. I think, anyway. That one is cell. That color change again. That aluminum inside of the little bulb, if you look at it again, go back, look at it, that powder is kind of like a dark gray. And when that powder lit on fire, it was definitely not dark gray, it was bright white. In fact, it was so bright that if you were in the room when they did this experiment, it would actually could possibly damage your vision. So it is very bright. So color change, yes. So we have 3 pieces of evidence. I think that is good for video 3. So definitely a chemical reaction there. So let's go to video 4. We're going to do 5 videos with written practice, and then I'll probably show you one more at the end. So video 4, is there a chemical reaction? And what is your evidence? So video 4 is a little different. Video 4 involves a marshmallow man. I'm going to take the camera off its mount so I can point out some stuff on the video so you can understand what's going on. Okay, so I can't take the camera off the mount and show you, but I'll show you doing this. This is my tablet. So here is the video. This is what it's going to look like when it starts. This thing right here is a vacuum pump. That thing makes a lot of noise. So in this video, you can't use sound produce. That cannot be one of your choices because all you're going to hear is the machine running. So this thing over here is a jar, and that jar has air in it right now, but this machine is going to suck all the air out of the machine, out of the jar. Inside the jar, this little white man looking thing, this is a marshmallow man. That marshmallow man's holding a balloon. So you're going to wait and see what happens to this marshmallow man. On the top of the jar, there is a valve. When the video first starts, the valve is open and they will suck all the air out of the jar and the marshmallow man will change. Then the man will turn, he will turn the valve to close it, pull the hose off, and then turn the valve to open it back up. When he opens it back up, you're going to watch the marshmallow man again and look for changes. So that's the video. There's your setup. This is what it's going to look at. Now take a minute, watch the video. So, you watch the video. Did you think about it? Was there a chemical reaction? Do you have some evidence from this page over here to support the idea that there was a chemical reaction? So let's walk through this. First, answer, was there a chemical reaction? Pause the video if you need to, because you might need to think about this one for a second. All right, was there a chemical reaction? Was there a chemical change with the marshmallow man? If you answered yes, I sure would like to know why you think there was a chemical change, because there wasn't. There was a physical change. The marshmallow man got bigger. It was still a marshmallow. Then the marshmallow man got smaller and looked really weird and maybe not like a marshmallow you'd want to eat, but he was still a marshmallow. Nothing changed except his size and his shape. And size and shape are both physical properties. So that was a physical change. So for evidence, there was no evidence of a chemical change. There was no evidence of a chemical change. All right, last video. So this last video, maybe there's a bonus video if we got a little bit of space, but this last video is video 5. Set it up the same way. Chemical change, question mark, yes or no. Evidence, what's your evidence? So when you're watching this video, there's going to be a piece of aluminum foil. They're going to put some white crystals on that aluminum foil, and then they're going to drop some water on that foil. The liquid that's going on is just water. You would be able to drink that liquid and you would be perfectly fine. In fact, you'd be healthier for drinking that water. So take a look at this video and think about it. Is there a chemical change, a chemical reaction? Okay, what did you see? Was that a chemical change? Was that a chemical reaction? Do you have evidence? If you need a second, this is your time to pause that video. Pause the video, answer that question. Was there a chemical reaction? And what is your evidence? All right, here we go. Chemical change. I hope at this point you said yes, because there was a lot going on in that video. So let's talk about what all we saw. When you put the water on the crystals on the aluminum foil, what did you see? Did you see gas being produced? Did you see bubbles and fizzing? I did. I hope you did. I hope that was the first piece of evidence that you put. Gas produced. Gas produced. So keep going down. Was there light? No, I didn't see light. Was there a temperature change? It's kind of hard to tell. There might have been some stuff coming off of the chemicals. It might have been steam. It might have been smoke. I don't really know what it is. I couldn't touch it. I couldn't measure it. So I'm going to avoid temperature change right now. Cell, color change. Was there a color change? What color were the crystals when the reaction first started? The crystals were white. What color was everything after the reaction finished? I say it was dark gray. Some other people said that it's silver and even black. So was there a color change? You better believe it. Color change. That's another good indicator. Was there a precipitant? No, we did not mix a liquid and a liquid together. Can't have odor change. No reason to even look at it. Was there a sound? Did you hear a sound? I mean, you might have heard that cat meowing. If you didn't hear the cat meowing, go back, rewind, there's a cat in that video. But did you hear a sound when they did the reaction? Like a sizzling, almost like you threw a piece of meat on the grill or something? Yeah, I say that there was a sound produced. Sound produced. Alright, do you feel like you're getting the hang of this maybe a little bit? Let's do a bonus video, okay? So go ahead, label your paper, video 6. Hey, the classes didn't get to see this video. At least they didn't get it right about it. This video I really think is kind of cool, chemical change, because this video is something I cannot do in the classroom because this video uses lead. And lead is toxic, so we can't use it in the classroom, so that's why I show videos.